Hello, this is Barry,
And this is Maida.
and you're watching Barry and the PI. Today is an auspicious occasion. It's our 22nd wedding anniversary.
Right.
Yeah, we've been married 22 years, and it's been good. So I brought Maida over after I'd gone back to the U.S. and established got a job and everything, and had an address and stuff. So Uh, she processed her papers here in the Philippines, and on Christmas Eve in 2006, I think, or
Five.
2005, she came over on Christmas Eve, and I
It
had to,
was it was Christmas here when I left, and I arrived there. Still Christmas.
yeah, yeah. So I had to go down to Phoenix to pick her up from the Navajo Reservation in northern Arizona. And on the way back up to the reservation, you know, you're going climbing higher and higher, and it started snowing. So I let her out and pulled over to the side and let her out, and she got out. And
I played on
so
the
what?
snow. I lay down on the snow
Yeah, yeah.
and played on it.
So, uh, so when we went back to the reservation, and I had a horrible house. It was a trailer, double wide trailer, and my brother, Navajo brother, Bob Tassini, uh, we went out a few days after that and went to the Grand Canyon, which is nearby, and she got to experience more snow and saw the beautiful canyon and with the snow covered the hills. And, so we stayed there that year. I finished, uh, and 2 years, I think, 2 years, yeah. Then I retired from teaching. Didn't retire from work, but so we moved. I managed to get a job offer from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service at Chincoteague National Wildlife Refuge in Virginia. So we drove across the country, and when we got to there, found us. Well, we stayed in a hotel, I think, the first night, and then the next day we went to the refuge. She went with me, and they showed us around, and then she said, "I think you're going to like this job, Barry." Yep, I sure did, and we found a nice two-bedroom garage apartment, and it wasn't very expensive, so we moved in, and might well, it takes about a year to get your green card where she could work, which is all right because we were living
It
on
was
the
2 years.
2 years. Yeah, that's because
It took
we
two
didn't
years.
file it.
Yeah.
Then so she didn't have much to do, so she started drawing stuff. And I said, "That's really good." So I bought a bunch of art supplies, and she continued doing that. But then after we got to Chincoteague, then she had to process the green card, and gosh, we had to go all the way down to across Chesapeake Bay to Norfolk, and she got her green card and had the ceremony and everything. And then she could work. So what
My,
about,
my first job was in a factory.
what were you doing?
I was packaging those plastics container.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a
my first
scientific
job.
instrument company is what they made.
I stayed there for I think 4 months.
Yeah. And she had to drive. Now that was the first thing. We had to try to get her driver's license. She got her beginner's license fairly quickly, and then she had to really learn how to drive. You want to tell us about that?
That was my friend taught me how to drive first, and she was really good. She is the one that helped me to get to work in a factory, and then I asked Barry to help me, but he doesn't have patience to teach me
No,
how
it
to
drive me
drive.
crazy. And Violeta, she's a Filipina.
Yes, she's a
And she
Filipina.
also married a guy that lived in Chicoteague. And so I would go to work. They'd
Then
go to
my-
work together.
The second job was in a hotel.
You want to tell her about that?
I just while he was working, I got to work from 9 to 3 p.m. I was working in laundry, and they're really good. My bosses are really nice. Sometimes I do my part-time job, cleaning their house.
Yeah, they'd,
And after my work, I go to his job in the national
wildlife refuge.
wildlife refuge. I go there with my bike. So I drive around in the area, which is really beautiful. I saw a lot of different kinds of birds there, wildlife.
Yeah. So then my year contract with them was up, and we moved back to Texas, back to Austin, Texas, and that's where you got your license, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was in Texas already.
In Austin, yeah. And so, unfortunately, I found out that went to the VA clinic and they ordered all kinds of tests on me, and found out that I had colon cancer, and I had to go to Temple, Texas, about 50 miles away, to have the operation. They have a big hospital there for veterans. And I was there for, I think, 9 days. So you were working there.
I was working at that time. I was working in Walmart.
Right, in the
In
deli.
the deli, yes.
Yeah.
And I still don't have my driver's license during that time. But I have to force to drive by myself, which is against the law, but I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So I went to work every afternoon.
And she couldn't come and visit me. So
And
I was in that
I asked
hospital.
one of the neighbor to accompany me there, and she helped me to go there one time
Oh,
at the
yeah.
hospital.
Yeah, so you worked there, and then they were screwing around with her hours, or where they didn't have to pay benefits to her. So I said, go get some education. And so we enrolled her in Austin Community College, and
For a nursing aid,
well, first you were going in a nursing program.
the nursing
Yeah,
program.
and then she went and got a your nursing aid certification.
while
And-
working.
Yeah. And then you went to work where?
And then I work in, that was in Westlake,
Yeah,
the Westlake Senior Retirement.
center.
And while working there, I also enrolled in another course, which is medication aid.
Yeah. So, and while you were working there, she had gotten her driver's license. Barely.
No, I passed. I passed the exams.
Yeah. And
But I'm still scared to drive. So you drove me from Austin to Westlake
yeah. So,
for I think 2 weeks.
yeah. That's
And
it.
then after that I drove by myself.
Yeah. And then you had what happened to that beautiful car we had?
Which one?
The Toyota.
Oh, I got wrecked.
She had her first wreck.
I got that Camry, and I was behind this car, and I was assuming that this car in front of me is going to pass through the yellow light. So I did not slow down, but she suddenly stopped the car, so I hit the back of her car. So that was a big accident for me. I total wrecked the car.
Yeah. You had to get a new car.
Yeah.
So, so she did real well at the assisted living center, and I thought, you're having to drive too far to work every day. So she started looking around for another.
When I
Same as,
finished, that was when I finished my medication aid.
Yeah,
I tried to find a new job, and which is the Westminster Manor, told me that if you can wait, we're building a new building, and then you will be the medication aid there. Then I said, okay, three months I can wait, but they put me as a nursing aid first. So after they finished the building, they put me as a medication aid, which is a little bit lighter job than the nursing aid.
it pays a little too.
Yes, a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It's not a little bit, but it's a big difference compared to nursing aid.
One thing that I guess anytime a Filipino is around, somehow she's going to find all the other Filipinos living around there. And you did that in Chicoteague. You had about 6 or 7 of them, and they would get together, have a potluck lunch and stuff. And then, what about the people that you were working with at the at assisted living?
Every weekend we always have a potluck.
Yeah.
They are all my good friends, even my bosses. They are really nice. But every work I had, I always have a good feedback from my bosses. So that is a really good experience for me in the U.S. And the last job I had is really a really close friends because we stayed there. I stayed with them, even the residents. I stayed with them for 7 years, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes there is some party. I am the one that in charge for decoration, which is I really enjoyed.
And what about the people that you met there? You know, fellow
Oh,
workers.
yes, I have from Africa, I have from Mexico, I have from India. So we are like international
Yeah.
workers there, which is sometimes, and then the company started to have like a month of the like international what do you call it? Celebration for
Celebration.
us. Yes, that we have to bring our own food, and we have a party. So that was really nice.
How did people like your Filipino food?
Oh, they love it. They always ask me, Maita, can you please bring some this pancit, this poto or bibingka, adobo, caldereta.
Yeah, they would have a get together. And became very good friends with some of the
Yeah,
women from Africa. And
I have a
No,
really
she's one of-
very close friends there. Her name is Rehema. That is my very close from Africa. Then from India was Dawa,
yeah,
and then Migmar. There are two Dawas, so we call them Big Dawa and Little Dawa.
so, and finally, I don't know, it was 2019 we decided to sell the house. She was asked me if I wanted to go back and move to the Philippines. And I said yes, because I'd been wanting to come back and live there. I had planned on it for a long time. And so we sold our house. Didn't know it took us about 3 weeks to sell it. We got a good price on it. Austin's one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S. and very popular with tourists. It's a state capital and it's a live music capital of the U.S. That's where Austin City Limits is produced. And so Austin's a very beautiful city, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and we've got the lakes around there and great park system, neighborhood parks and city parks and everything. So it was a great place for her to live. And it's a very progressive city, a very liberal city, and it's my hometown. Well, that's about it. We didn't do anything special for our anniversary.
Today is our anniversary,
Yeah.
22nd year. So
22nd.
this is what we did for our 22nd year anniversary.
Yeah, this video's coming to you for that. So we want to wish you have a great day, and I hope I can meet some of you. We're going to try to go to some more festivals, and so we're looking forward to that. As I said, that
Dinagyan
Dinigyan
Yes.
Festival was a lot of fun. Great dances.
And we maybe go back there maybe after a year.
Yeah, we're probably planning on going back next year too.
But we try to go some other place too.
Yeah, we're gonna try to hit the Mango Festival and the Mariones Festival, which is on Marinduque, right an island right near us. So we'll have to take the ferry to get there. So keep watching. I want to thank all of you for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification button. It'll be a picture of a Mayon volcano and church that was buried, and we'll see you again maybe tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Every day's great for us. So,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.